Imagine holding in your hands a drink that's older than the wheel, older than writing itself. Wine, a beverage steeped in culture, tradition, and history, has been shaping human civilization for thousands of years. But how did we go from wild grapes to fine vintages? Today, we're uncorking the history of wine, from its accidental discovery to its role in religion, royalty, and modern life. So, pour yourself a glass and let's toast to the story of wine. Our story begins 8,000 years ago in the South Caucasus region, modern-day Georgia. Early humans discovered that when grapes were crushed and left exposed to air, the natural yeasts on their skins began fermenting the juice into wine. This wasn't just an accident, it was a revelation. The Georgians pioneered a unique method for making wine, using large clay jars called couvevres. These jars were buried underground to maintain a stable temperature during fermentation. This technique is still used today, making Georgian wine one of the oldest continuously produced wines in the world. From Georgia, the knowledge of winemaking spread to Mesopotamia and Egypt. Archaeologists have found ancient wine jars in Egyptian tombs, showing that wine was not just a drink, but a symbol of status and the divine. In ancient Egypt, wine was considered the drink of the elite. Pharaohs and nobles enjoyed wine during lavish feasts, often flavored with spices, honey, and herbs. Wine also played a role in religious ceremony, offered to gods and buried with the dead for use in the afterlife. In Greece, wine became central to social and intellectual life. The symposium, a gathering for drinking, debate, and entertainment, was a cornerstone of Greek culture. The Greeks also believed wine was a gift from the god Dionysus, and they developed a sophisticated understanding of viticulture and wine storage. The Romans took winemaking to a new level. They expanded vineyards across their vast empire, from modern-day Spain to France and beyond. Roman innovations like the wooden screw press and glass amphorae made wine production more efficient and accessible, setting the stage for the global wine industry. During the Middle Ages, winemaking found a safe haven in monasteries. Christian monks preserved and perfected viticulture, producing wine for religious rituals in the community. Monasteries like those in Burgundy and Champagne became renowned for their high-quality wines. Wine also became a symbol of power and privilege. Medieval nobility hosted grand feasts where wine flowed freely, often imported from faraway regions to demonstrate wealth. Meanwhile, wine trade flourished. Merchants transported barrels of wine along rivers and across seas, spreading regional specialties and fostering cultural exchange. The popularity of wine even led to the creation of wine guilds to regulate quality and trade. The Renaissance brought a renewed interest in winemaking. In Italy, winemakers began experimenting with grape varieties, blending techniques, and aging processes. This period saw the birth of iconic wines like Chianti and Barolo, which are still celebrated today. The invention of the printing press allowed for the spread of viticulture knowledge. Books on winemaking and grape cultivation became widely available, helping vintners refine their craft. The 19th century marked a turning point for wine. Advances in science and technology revolutionized winemaking. The introduction of glass bottles and corks allowed for better aging, and the discovery of pasteurization by Louis Pasteur ensured wine's stability. Wine also went global. European settlers brought their winemaking traditions to the Americas, Australia, and South Africa. Regions like California's Napa Valley and Australia's Barossa Valley became new centers of innovation and excellence. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. The phylloxera epidemic in the late 19th century devastated European vineyards. It took the ingenuity of scientists to graft European vines onto American rootstocks, saving the wine industry from collapse. The 20th century brought challenges like prohibition in the United States, which forced winemakers to adapt or go underground. However, the post-prohibition era saw a resurgence, with wine becoming a symbol of sophistication and leisure. The rise of wine collecting and auctions turned certain vintages into status symbols, with some bottles fetching prices equivalent to luxury cars. Today, the wine industry is embracing sustainability and innovation. Organic and biodynamic farming practices are on the rise, and technology is helping vintners produce better wine while minimizing environmental impact. Wine has also become more inclusive, with a growing appreciation for lesser-known regions and varietals. From natural wines to canned wines, the industry is evolving to meet the tastes of a new generation. From ancient clay jars to sleek modern wineries, wine has been a constant thread in the tapestry of human history. It's more than just a drink. It's a story of tradition, innovation, and connection. So the next time you raise a glass, remember you're savoring thousands of years of history. Cheers. Thank you for joining me on this journey into this history of human ingenuity and valor. If you're interested in learning more about this subject, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical content as we explore the footprints of history.